If you ever needed proof that South African tourism is one of the most chaotic, dramatic, beautiful, and confusing global experiences, just log on to social media for 5 minutes. I am telling you, the internet is having a full-blown meltdown over South Africa, and the reactions range from pure love to pure shock to pure comedy. And the best part? None of them are exaggerating. These are real people, real reactions, and real culture shocks, all captured on video. So let's break down exactly what the world is saying about South African tourism right now. But before we dive into it, let's listen to what the people had to say.
Today is my first day in Cape Town, South Africa, and look at this, guys. We have made it to a famous place called Clifton. Look at these houses. This has got to be like $1 million for these houses. This is so exclusive, and you can see why. One of the most insane views I've ever seen. Let's go to the beach. Guys, look at this view right here. I don't think there's a better beach. White sand, blue water, hopefully no sharks, insane mountain views, and not expensive. Okay, living here is expensive, but everything else is not expensive. Guys, is that the best view in the world? A1, Cape Town, South Africa, 5k in the bag, straight away, no excuses. Well, we made it to the port of Cape Town, and look at this. We've got this insane clouds coming over the top of the mountains. The sun is setting. I ran here from Sea Point. It's such a healthy, the clean air, nature. Look at this, guys. I think Cape Town might be the best place on planet Earth.
So I'm not one of those people that when they go to a new country, they'll be like, oh my God, this, oh my God, that. But I can tell you guys for free that I'm having severe culture shock. Not ordinary one, or severe one. And it's so crazy that this is not even Europe, but it feels like Europe. First off is the weather. Hey, you didn't tell me that this country is cold. South Africa is cold. That's one. Two, the food. Oh my God. I love the food. Everything that I've tasted, I've fallen in love with. Every single food that I have tasted, I have fallen in love with. Then thirdly, the people. Oh my goodness. The people are, they're like something beautiful to watch, to just look at. Because today I went into town and I just they look like then the road so clean, so wide, so well addressed. Like you gotta see where you like. I don't know how I want to explain them. Oh my goodness. There are so many things that I have seen here that I am absolutely in love with. But I'm just going to leave it at these very few ones that I have mentioned, right? The nightlife is buzzing. Like these people are just living la vida loca. Like life is too short. Have fun, enjoy yourself type of lifestyle. Like that is how these people are living. Like I was out this night. Hey God. See them singing, hey, dancing in their language. I just they look like television. Like, hey, go say where they bring this girl from. I love it. Like South Africa is an amazing country. You all should visit, honestly.
South Africa. South Africa. No one told me anything about South Africa. I did not think South Africa looked like that. They're making it seem like over here in America, South Africa look like this.
The scariest place I've ever been was South Africa.
Terrible things are happening in South Africa.
Now, I don't listen to them. I don't even listen to Trump. But people did not warn me on how South Africa looks. Let me show you what I see on my FYP. I gotta go to Africa now. I gotta go to South Africa immediately. Do y'all even know what the South African females look like over there? Oh my gosh. They look pretty as fuck. I gotta go. Take me out of America.
I promise I do not hate South Africa, but I have to get this off my chest. As a Black American, you guys know I traveled to South Africa. I've traveled all around the world, but I went to South Africa, and I remember a lot of people commented on my videos saying that I need to leave the country because tourism is not good for South Africa and we drive prices up, making it hard for local people to be able to afford apartments, housing, food, etc. So I'm seeing lots of videos on the internet where Walmart has came into South Africa, and I'm not seeing a lot of people complaining. Instead, I'm seeing a lot of people shouting, "Woo, we finally got a Walmart. I can't wait to try these Walmart foods, these American foods." And I think Walmart is good in some capacity, but I remember when Walmart first came to America, it destroyed so many small family-owned businesses. It destroyed so many small family-owned retail stores. And I believe the same thing is going to happen in South Africa. So what's your thoughts? This is no hate to the South Africans, but I know y'all going to hate me as usual for saying this. But what's your thoughts?
South Africa. This country, there are a few things about it that I know. Number one, and this will sound like a cliche, it's one of the most beautiful countries in the world.
Ask my wife. She's a New Zealander. She agrees.
This comes from me. I have traveled and I'm privileged. There is no continent in the world that I've not been to. There's no big country in the world that India, China, US, name them. I have been to those countries. I know what I'm talking about. This is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. You know what that means? If you can have this grouping that I'm talking about, people with money in the world would like to come and live.
Invest
In this country.
tour.
Visit, tour. Build homes here. They would bring their money here.
Top 5 places you need to visit as a tourist in South Africa. At number 5, we have Eldorado Park. Eldorado Park is located in Johannesburg. It's one of the loveliest places that we as South Africans love to go to. It's a hidden gem that I think that you as a tourist will find very much to your liking. It's very South African-like. Number 4, we have Inanda in Durban. This is where actually Shaka Zulu was born. So you will learn a lot about his roots, his experience. You even get to see the specific hut that Shaka Zulu was literally like, he was born inside that hut. So make sure you visit that. Number 3, we have Khayelitsha. Khayelitsha is one beautiful hidden gem in the Western Cape of Cape Town. And it's not talked about enough because everyone is just so fixated by the beach. But Khayelitsha is literally the most beautiful places you can ever go when you're in Cape Town. Number 2, we have the Cape Flats. The Cape Flats literally represents what it truly is to be a diverse South Africa, a diverse and beautiful South Africa that literally has no exclusion. Everyone is just there living. You see this video that's playing right now, that's literally in an area at the Cape Flats. And at number 1, can all the South Africans mention the number 1 go-to place? Because I think I should just leave it to you and not make this only a list that I compiled. So comment number 1 as a South African so that all our international tourists can have a beautiful and lovely time in South Africa.
So I would be lying if I said that I came here with absolutely no expectations, but largely I came here with no expectations as it pertains to what the cities look like, what like the daily life for the citizens would look like. Based off the American education system and the lack of information that we have about Africa, and the only information that we do have about Africa being the little babies with the flies on their bodies, I knew that there was more than that, but I did not do any research. I did not know where we were going. Well, I did know. I didn't know about Johannesburg. I just knew that my family wanted to come here, and we here. And they're researchers, so it was cool. I didn't really have to like think about it. I was expecting the accommodations to be like a little bit more humble, or like maybe like a small step down for what I'm used to. But I got here, I'm like, wait a minute. Is America the ghetto? Is everything opposite? Because everywhere I've been has been nice as hell. Like America is just very basic, everything looks nice, everything is glittery, but none of that shit is gold. All that shit is it's all a facade. But I got here and I'm like, okay, it's all a facade, but I get here and I'm like, oh, they actually got the real quality over here, and we got the fake quality over there. And so when I'm just noticing little things like the bathrooms, I'm like, oh, we have been bamboozled.
First up, the people landing in Cape Town. It's always Cape Town. They step out of the airport, take one deep breath of that Atlantic Ocean air, and suddenly they become travel influencers. One guy said, "Today is my first day in Cape Town, and look at this, guys. We made it to a famous place called Clifton." You know someone's impressed when they say, "Look at this," 5 times in one breath. Then he sees the houses on the hills and goes, "This has got to be like $1 million. So exclusive, one of the most insane views I've ever seen." And then he starts talking about the beach like he's selling real estate. White sand, blue water, hopefully no sharks, insane mountain views. Even he had to throw in, hopefully no sharks, because y'all know Cape Town doesn't play when it comes to marine animals. And then he hits the punchline. Living here is expensive, but everything else is not expensive. Only tourists will say that after one day. They feel that Cape Town breeze and suddenly think life is cheap. But you know what? He's not wrong about one thing: that view. The moment people arrive, they act like they've been spiritually transformed. There's even a guy who ran from Sea Point to the port of Cape Town, looking at the sunset like he just discovered oxygen for the first time. He posted, "I think Cape Town might be the best place on planet Earth." That's how you know the tourism board didn't pay them. Only genuine shock can make someone run voluntarily. But then there's another reaction, and I think this one is my favorite. A woman gets to South Africa and immediately goes into full culture shock mode. She said, "I am not one of those people that when they go to a new country, they'll be like, oh my God, this, oh my God, that, but I'm having severe culture shock." Severe. The best part is she says, "It feels like Europe. Crazy thing is, this is not even Europe." Then she jumps straight into the weather. "Hey, you didn't tell me this country is cold." She sounded betrayed. She said it like South Africa personally lied to her. And she might be right. South Africa does look sunny in photos, but then hits newcomers with an unexpected breeze that goes straight through your bones. Then she starts praising the food like she discovered a new religion. "Every food I've tasted, I've fallen in love with." And she said it twice, just in case people thought she was lying. Then she starts talking about the people like she's reviewing God's best work. The people are like something beautiful to watch. She even said she went into town and just stood there staring, and honestly, understandable. But the part that had everyone laughing was when she said the roads are clean, wide, and well addressed. She didn't even know how to explain it. She just kept saying, "Oh my goodness." And then she talked about the nightlife like she unlocked a new level. These people are living vida loca, singing, dancing in their language. She said she looked like she was in a TV show. That's the thing about South African nightlife. You don't go to observe, it drags you in against your will. But then you have the Americans. Oh, the Americans. They are discovering South Africa the way someone discovers a long-lost cousin at a family reunion. One woman said, "Nobody told me anything about South Africa. I didn't think South Africa looked like that." She said Americans make it look like South Africa is a scary place where terrible things are happening every 5 minutes. Then she goes, "But let me show you my FYP. I gotta go to Africa now. I gotta go to South Africa immediately." When she saw the women, she lost all composure. Do y'all even know what the South African females look like? Oh my gosh, take me out of America. And that's how you know South African tourism is working. Beauty alone is convincing people to relocate. But then you get a more serious side. One Black American traveler said she received comments telling her to leave South Africa because tourism supposedly drives prices up and makes housing unaffordable for locals. Then she points out something interesting. Walmart entering South Africa. She said Americans know exactly what happens when Walmart shows up. It crushes small businesses. And now she's seeing South Africans celebrating its arrival, and she's like, "Y'all were mad at tourism, but not Walmart?" She's not attacking South Africans. She's asking a very real economic question. And it's interesting to see how different people view development depending on where they're from. Next comes one of the most wholesome reactions. A man who has traveled everywhere: China, the US, India, New Zealand, and he says South Africa is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. He said if South Africa gets certain things right, the richest people in the world would be lining up to live, invest, and build homes there. And honestly, he's not lying. South Africa has natural beauty, climate variety, modern cities, and a lifestyle that's hard to match. And just when you think the reactions can't get any more chaotic, someone makes a top 5 places tourists must visit in South Africa, and the list goes in a direction no foreigner expects. Eldorado Park at number 5. Inanda in Durban at number 4 because that's where King Shaka Zulu was born. Khayelitsha at number 3. The Cape Flats at number 2. And number 1? He said, South Africans, you need to comment that one yourselves. Only South Africans would create a tourist list based on vibes and community, not the traditional postcard spots. And finally, one of the most interesting videos came from an American woman who said she came to South Africa with no expectations because in the US, Africa is usually shown one way: poor, struggling, with sad music in the background. She got to South Africa and said, "Is America the ghetto?" She said the accommodations in South Africa were nicer than what she's used to, and that America is full of shiny things that look expensive but aren't actually good quality. She said South Africa has the real version of everything, while America has the knockoff. And the way she spoke about the bathrooms alone could make someone move. So what does all this mean? It means South Africa is experiencing something rare: global tourism being shaped directly by real people. Not travel agencies, not politicians, not big marketing campaigns, just people with phones. People who land, take one look, and immediately question everything they thought they knew. Some experiences are fun, some are shocking, some raise economic questions, some challenge stereotypes, and some simply highlight beauty that was never shown to the world. South Africa isn't perfect, no country is. But when real tourists share their honest reactions, whether it's running along Sea Point, discovering Cape Town beaches, being shocked by the cold, falling in love with the food, or debating Walmart's impact, it paints a much more complete picture than any headline ever could. And maybe that's the lesson here. Tourism isn't just about taking photos. It's about learning, unlearning, experiencing, and sometimes realizing that the place you thought you understood is far more complex, far more beautiful, and far more surprising than you expected. So, whether people are praising the mountains, criticizing economics, dancing in the nightlife, or screaming about South African women, one thing is clear: South African tourism is not what the world thought it was, and the world is finally waking up to that.